Well, China is racing to control its worst outbreak of COVID since the pandemic began. In Beijing, mass testing is underway for most of the capital's 22 million residents. In Shanghai, now in the fifth week of lockdown, the economic cost of China's hardline pandemic policy is growing by the day. Let's bring in our Hong Kong correspondent, Britt Clennett. Britt, what's the situation in Beijing and what's the likelihood that it could also go into this hard lockdown?
Well, that's the big fear, Laura. Beijing has reported its highest number of cases in 24 hours. 34 cases, mind you, far lower than other major cities. But when you're chasing zero COVID, every single case matters. There are now fears that the capital could go into lockdown for the very first time. 11 out of 16 districts have been ordered to do mandatory testing. And we assume that on Friday, when those testing rounds completed, that we will have an idea of if it will go into lockdown. But it's important to understand that Chinese President Xi Jinping has very much made it clear that he wants Beijing, China's political centre, to remain COVID-free. But this task is becoming challenging by the day, as we see in Shanghai. Panic buying has happened now in Beijing as well. People rushing to supermarkets to try and buy basic goods. Fears that they're heading down the same path as Shanghai. As, of course, we saw in Shanghai, people still unable to get basic goods, medical supplies. People reporting that they can't get cancer treatment, insulin. So, again, panic buying and fear in the Beijing capital having consequences beyond concern and social concern, as well as economic concerns too.
Britt, unfortunately, we'll have to leave it there.